What if I told you that one of the greatest minds in history almost never had a career at all? What if I told you that the man who revolutionized physics was once thought of as a failure? This is the incredible journey of how Albert Einstein, a man once dismissed by many as an underachiever, defied all odds and changed the course of human history forever. Born on March 14, 1879, in the quaint town of Ulm, Germany, Albert Einstein's beginnings were far from extraordinary. The son of Hermann Einstein, a struggling businessman, and Pauline Koch, a teacher, Albert's early years were filled with both opportunity and challenge. His family was Jewish, though Albert wasn't particularly religious. Yet, as a young child, he faced a significant obstacle. His speech development was slow. In fact, at the age of 3, he was still unable to speak clearly, leading many to worry he might not even be able to succeed academically. But Einstein had one thing that set him apart from the rest: curiosity. It was his insatiable need to understand the world around him that would ignite a passion for learning that lasted a lifetime. And when he was just a boy, a gift from his father, a compass fascinated him. Why does the needle always point north, he wondered. That single question would spark his lifelong pursuit of the mysteries of the universe. Despite being a quiet, introverted child, Einstein was profoundly influenced by the people around him, especially his mother. She encouraged his love for music and mathematics, fostering his creative side. As a teenager, Einstein struggled academically. He wasn't a traditional student, often clashing with authority figures who found his unconventional thinking unsettling. His teachers dismissed him as rebellious and lazy. Little did they know this lazy student was already thinking about things that would baffle even the greatest minds of his time. In 1905, the world would get its first glimpse of Albert Einstein's genius. Known as his Annus Mirabilis, or Miracle Year, this was when he published 4 groundbreaking papers that would change everything. Each one addressed a fundamental question in physics, and each one shattered the previous understanding of the universe. But let's focus on the most famous of those papers, the one that changed the course of history. On the electrodynamics of moving bodies, where he introduced his theory of special relativity. Imagine this: before Einstein, the way we understood time, space, and gravity was entirely different. Newton's laws were the foundation of physics, and everything worked on the assumption that time and space were absolute. But in a single stroke, Einstein introduced the idea that time and space were relative, dependent on the observer. This was a momentous shift. The world was skeptical. How could a 26-year-old physicist working as a patent clerk in Switzerland challenge centuries of established science? But as experiments started to confirm his theories, the world slowly began to realize Einstein was onto something monumental. But it wasn't just the theories that made Einstein a legend. It was how those theories played out in the real world. In 1915, Einstein took his ideas even further with the theory of general relativity, describing how gravity isn't just a force, but a warping of space and time itself. The world had to wait several years for confirmation, but in 1919, during a solar eclipse, British astronomer Arthur Eddington proved Einstein's theory true. The media frenzy that followed turned Einstein into an international celebrity. At that moment, Einstein wasn't just a scientist, he was a symbol of what was possible when someone dared to think differently, when someone believed in the power of the mind to break through the limits of human understanding. Despite his scientific successes, Einstein's personal life was riddled with struggles. In 1919, just after his triumph in the scientific community, he faced the collapse of his marriage to his first wife, Mileva Maric. They had 2 sons together, but the marriage, plagued by personal and professional stresses, eventually fell apart. Even decades after his death in 1955, Einstein's legacy endures. His contributions to physics transformed not just science, but also how we understand the very fabric of reality. The famous equation E equals mc squared has become a symbol of scientific genius and the power of human thought. Einstein's influence can still be felt today. From GPS technology to our understanding of black holes and the expanding universe, his theories continue to guide modern science. His name is synonymous with brilliance, And his story reminds us that even the greatest minds often face the greatest challenges. What do you think was Albert Einstein's greatest achievement? Was it his scientific contributions, his advocacy for peace, or something else entirely? Let us know in the comments below. If this story inspired you, hit the like button, subscribe for more amazing biographies, and share this video with someone who needs a little motivation today. You never know who might be the next great mind to change the world.